So raise your hand if you have a habit you'd like to change. Okay, yes, pretty universal. So we spend years building habits and routines, not always knowing the harm that they could be causing over time until our health starts to reflect the consequences of those behaviors. The truth is our behaviors don't happen in isolation. They're influenced by our thoughts, our emotions, the state of our nervous system, our biology, and the environment around us. But the first step towards changing any of these behaviors is awareness. Okay, next raise your hand if you spend a lot of time in your mind thinking. You got any chronic thinkers out there? Okay, me too. So this day and age with social media and access to limitless information, we're spending more and more time in our headspace and less time in our bodies. Our thoughts influence our emotions, which influence our behaviors. So how do we begin to change our thoughts? Well, first, we notice them. And second, we come back into our bodies and ground ourselves in the present moment. This brings us clarity. When we're stressed or uncomfortable, many of us instinctively reach for something that helps us feel better, whether that's food, movement, connection, work, social media, or other forms of relief. And these things can be incredibly healthy and supportive for parts of our life, but when we turn to them automatically without thinking, taking a moment to understand what's happening underneath the surface, we miss an opportunity to truly care for what we need. The goal is not to eliminate these behaviors, the goal is to cultivate awareness and create space to choose how we respond. One way we can practice creating this space is through breath work, and I know we have a lot of excellent breathwork facilitators out there, but I'd love to run us through a couple of breaths together if that's okay. Okay? So this exercise is fairly mainstream these days, but just because we know about it doesn't mean we necessarily practice it, right? Okay, so we're gonna do a 4-count box breathing exercise. So you can, put your feet on the ground, stand tall or sit, nicely in your chair. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and put your hand on your belly. And you can exhale all your air out. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. You can breathe normally and slowly open your eyes. Okay, this is one simple tool of many that can be used anytime, anywhere to help ground us back into our bodies. And the important first step is awareness, okay? And this is really at the heart of the work that I do. My mission is to help people to help you first bring awareness and then cultivate balance between your body, mind, and spirit so that you can live your life vitally knowing that the decisions you're making and the habits you're building are supporting your long-term well-being. Growing up, I spent nearly every weekend with my great-grandma, my namesake, Elleanor Grace Goggin. I loved giving her spa treatments, curling her hair, painting her nails, and washing her back. I learned that it felt really good to help others feel their best. My grandma was a powerhouse. She had incredible lifestyle habits that kept her living independently until she was 94 years old. And around that time, she started to show signs of cognitive decline and moved into an assisted living facility. While here, she started declining rapidly. She lost her autonomy and eventually was moved to an inpatient psychiatric facility where she ended up passing away eventually at 98. The last time I saw her before her passing, her hair was unkempt. She was in a wheelchair, pedaling her extremely swollen legs and feet down a hallway all alone. After years of searching, my grandma didn't deserve this ending. And, you know, I knew there had to be something more. Nobody deserves to end their life that way. And after years of searching, spending every day of high school, completing hospital rotations, studying neuroscience in undergrad, and learning and teaching yoga, I finally found naturopathic medicine. I finally found the approach that aligned with everything I believed health could be. One that focuses on the foundations of health, prevention, treating the root cause, and educating patients about their health and well-being. So, I'll leave you with the same question I started with. Is there a habit you'd like to change? And if there is, I'd love for you to book a complimentary consultation session with me today. You can scan the QR codes, there's several around on the table. And together we can cultivate awareness, create balance, and build the foundation for a life lived vitally. One where you feel confident that the choices you are making today are supporting your long-term well-being. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions? I noticed there's a June bug buzzing around there. Yeah, let's go June bug.